Hello everyone. Today we're going to be making avocado dip. It's guacamole adjacent, but there's a secret ingredient that I think makes this pretty amazing. Now, guacamole been done 1,000 times over. Everybody knows about guacamole. But when you add this secret ingredient, this secret weapon of kiwi fruit, that's right, kiwi fruit to your avocado dip. I don't really know what to call this, but it's really, really good. And instead of showing up with some macaroni salad the next time you get invited to a cookout, show up with this instead. And don't tell them what's in it. Let them guess. Anyway, you want to take your kiwis, scoop them out, put them in a large bowl, and I use a potato masher to just kind of get in there and loosely get these started. You can kind of see the consistency I've got there. Don't overdo it. I kind of like the large chunks when it comes to this dip. And from there, we're going to add garlic. Now, I used to add garlic powder. And it is good, and if you don't have fresh garlic, you can always add garlic powder. But I like to use freshly minced garlic. And also another suggestion is get a garlic press. I went years without one. They're amazing. There's a lot of science behind actually crushing garlic, and it releases the flavor. So just invest in a garlic press. They're not that much. Get a good one. Don't be cheap with it. And go ahead and crush in 3 garlic cloves, large ones, into the bowl. And from there, we're going to start cutting up our avocados. Now, everybody has a way to cut up their avocados. This is my preferred method. You'll see that just cut down the middle, down the center, rotate it around, then twist. And if it's a good ripe avocado, and I mean ripe, don't go to the store and get a hard avocado for this. Get a ripe avocado. It's going to be a lot easier. You're not going to have to wait the time. And I just get in there and kind of cube it out or just slice it out. It just makes it easier for the step of mashing it further with the potato masher. You can get in here and mash these avocados to your heart's content. Make it absolutely smooth. I don't prefer that. So, do what you want to it. If you like a finer dip, I guess, without any chunks in it, then that's your decision. It's called cooking. Everybody can do it. This is easy. This is a very simple recipe. Give it a go. It's going to be amazing. I promise you, lots of flavors. It's good. It's really, really good. So scoop them out and see how easy that is. Put 3 in there and started to mash them up. Get it all mixed in, sloshed around. All right, anyway. So that's the consistency that I put it at. Now, at this step, you're going to add your green salsa verde. Now, there's a dozen different kinds. Oh, I'm sorry. We're going to add our limes first, it looks like. So I added 2.5 medium-sized limes. Add lime to taste. If you don't like it as limey, as sour, then don't do it. Just as you go, you can always put a few in. You can't take it out. So, go conservative at first. And then if you want more lime, then add it. So I did 2.5, which was plenty for this. And just give it a good mix. From here, the green salsa. Now you can use a hotter green salsa. That's where you're going to start to add the heat to this. I did not add a hot green salsa because my family doesn't like spicy food. If it was making it just for me, I would have added more heat to it. You can also finely dice up a Serrano chili or a jalapeno and add it to this just for that extra level of flavor and heat. It turns out wonderful that way. But for this time, I just put in the green salsa and gave it a good mix. Now, you want to finally chop up your cilantro, and you're going to add it to this, and you can reserve some of it to garnish later. But for now, we're going to put in our pepper, and I really recommend using fresh ground pepper. Get you a good pepper grinder. They're also not that much money. And add in your salt. I used kosher salt for this. Oh, you got to put in some shakes of Chef John, little cayenne pepper. Add a little flavor. I added about a tablespoon of kosher salt. And you'll want some saltiness to this. Don't over salt it, of course, but add in a good amount. And taste it, of course. If you want more salt, then add more salt. There we go. Yeah, that's it. All right. Add in your cilantro and give it a good stir. Mix it in. Now's a good time to taste it and just see if you needed to add a little more salt. Mine was fine. I didn't have to, so we put it in a bowl and wipe that little dot off. There we go. Oh, I didn't like. Get out of there. All right. Oh, God. Okay. Hurry up. All right, so put on just another shake of Chef John across the top, a little cayenne pepper. Give it a little color and a little extra added flavor. And let me tell you something. When you bring this to a party or break this out for your guests and people go in for that taste of just traditional guacamole, they're either going to be surprised or they're going to be questioning. But that first bite is amazing. And the subsequent bites thereafter, it's hard not to eat that whole bowl. Give it a try. I guarantee you'll be impressed. And also, you can always add it with my